Well, we've been chronicling the adventures of Thor and his alter ego escort wife, Paige.
So weird.
The Paige is the alter ego, to be clear.
Okay,
Haley is his actual wife. We've been hearing, they've been doing this role play thing, and it's been pretty fun for you to be doing this. You love it.
Yeah.
Now, is that fantasy something that can go south? Well, we did hear that you can't ask for that on an anniversary. I guess that's
well, you can't really
upon.
ask for it all. Whenever I ask for it, she goes, "Who's that? Who's this bitch?"
Oh. So she's got to initiate it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
okay.
I go, "Hey, do you think Paige is coming anytime soon?" And she goes, "Who's Paige?"
Oh.
So
we're never breaking character.
Well, then I get confused.
You always get confused.
Yeah, he gets confused very easily with this.
I'm like, wait a minute,
So that sounds like a fun fantasy for some, but maybe that could go wrong for you. We have a bunch of different fantasies that people have actually done that say, not worth it.
Oh.
We ain't done yet. It's time for the P1 podcast.
Fun's not over yet.
Completely uncensored and unfiltered, except for that part.
Looking for the after party with it going.
The show's after show starts now.
Now, we have heard before that if you are in a relationship, especially if you're married or whatever, and you want to try a threesome, that can go wrong real quickly.
Yeah.
Feelings, jealousy. That's why Emily says, I'll never do it because you can't handle it.
Never. Yeah. I would take one look over there and see the chick with Robert and freak out. It's kind of like that one time that I told you that Robert and I went to a strip club and we got lap dances at the same time.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be really fun because there was one chick that was really hot that we both thought was hot. And then we're sitting there. She danced on me a little bit. I was into it. And then she moves over to Robert.
Yeah.
She's putting her titties in his face.
Her titties.
And I just went, oh no. I got
why can't you have fun?
Oh God.
Why can't you have fun?
I hate this right now.
Oh, it was all
stop.
fun and dandy when you were having the titties.
I wasn't mad at him, but I couldn't see that. I thought it
was.
I know.
Did you tap out early or did you?
No, they don't do it for that long. It was like one song or whatever.
Okay, so you just kind of
You just
sucked
sat
it
there
up.
and stewed and ruined the moment for everybody.
No, he was. Trust me, he wasn't paying attention to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so there's all kinds of different fantasies that when they sound good on paper, but then when you actually do them, maybe not so great.
Yeah, there was a question posted on Reddit that just got like 8,000 responses like overnight. And it was, the question was, based on your own experience, what sexual fantasy do you not recommend other people trying to fulfill? And these are some of the answers that came up multiple times. We have, and Eddie, I don't know if you wrote this one because it sounds familiar to a story you have. Sex out in the desert at night coming back from Vegas.
Yeah, I did do that one.
They say it is really creepy out there and there are weird bugs and all kinds of stuff.
True. I can't. The only thing that went wrong for us, I was with my girlfriend at the time and we were driving back and it was in the middle of nowhere. So the good part, and it was, in pitch black and late at night, is that nobody can really see because it's so dark out there.
Yeah.
But what went bad for us, number one, I didn't really think about the headlights. If a car comes coming on, they're going to see.
Yeah, it's going to light you
up.
up.
It's so dark that it's going to show up anywhere.
Yeah.
The really thing that went south for us though was we did it on the hood of the car.
Oh, you weren't inside the car?
No,
even?
we did it. We went. That was the exciting part. We're pulling on. We're gonna have sex outside. It's gonna be crazy. It sounded hot, but the bad part was the hood was hot.
Oh no!
If we're driving that whole time
for like hours,
and then you pull over, you don't think about how hot. So her ass got burned.
Oh no!
So Dana ruined it real quick.
Oh no!
So it wasn't that great.
Did she try and not let you know her ass was burning for a while before she finally
she
had
tried to suck it up literally, but then it didn't work out. So. It wasn't great.
Wow!
I don't recommend it.
Okay, so you don't recommend it either.
I didn't write that, but I don't recommend it.
Okay. Next, threesomes brought up multiple times. They say it is hard to get everyone on the same page. Somebody always catches feelings or thinks something's going on that's not really going on.
If you're spending too much time with one person and not the other, then that's when you start to go, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that you gotta be equal on threesomes.
Yeah.
So it's tricky.
I had a threesome. I've had a couple threesomes.
Oh, we're applauding.
But they actually all went fine. It's because nobody was in relationships.
No one cared.
It was just a dude that was a friend and a chick that was a friend. So that's how it worked.
A
out.
friend threesome.
A friend.
I feel like it
threesome.
always
Highly
ended up
recommend.
with Emily crying.
Yeah.
No.
I feel like it always ended up with Emily. The
man.
next day, Emily's crying.
Maybe.
Oh, that's
Okay.
sad. Okay, another thing that sounds sexy, you've probably seen it in movies, but according to people who've done it, no, rooftops. They say rooftops, shingles, things of this nature are the most
Like on a
uncom-
home ceiling?
I thought they were talking like a rooftop
Yeah,
deck.
like an
Yeah.
apartment.
No, not,
rooftop
not a
home, that's what I
deck,
thought.
like an
That's
actual
weird.
rooftop.
I'd be
like,
afraid I was going to fall off the roof.
Yeah.
That seems insane.
And shingles hurt.
Well, that's what they're saying.
I wouldn't wanna break one.
No.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't want to. I know it's just
Oh,
going to
a
cost
tile?
to fix.
A
You're,
tile
you're
roof?
worried about your homeowners?
Yes.
Get off the solar panel.
You'll really break that. I
Yeah,
mean,
you
that's
gotta
a
wash.
stupid
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to
thing
wash it off.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a stupid thing.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, so they say
just joking.
painful,
Come on, Emily.
not sexy. The view is nice, but besides that,
You're
everything
under the
about
stars. Maybe if you brought a blanket up. No, I don't.
it. No,
I
it's
still
still
don't want to.
no,
Yeah.
it's still no.
No, I'm good.
No, this is one I never thought of: a storage unit. You're going to visit your storage unit.
What?
Maybe you're putting something inside, and you know the whole like voyeur being somewhere different. Well, one guy did that, and he didn't realize that storage units close at a certain time, and they lock the gate, and no one's allowed in or out. So they then ended up having to spend the entire night in their storage
I had a
unit.
friend of mine who was homeless for a little while, and he was living in a storage
Yeah,
unit.
Yeah, that happens.
Not
Heard of
great.
that.
Not great.
Yeah.
Why they couldn't just call the person who owned the
I think they were just too embarrassed. I don't know why.
Why
I
were
think-
you there so late?
Okay.
They're feeling
What
it.
the fuck?
Maybe they
You
were-
know what time they close. Why
Maybe
would
they
you be
didn't.
there so late?
Maybe they did.
That's so odd.
Okay. More talk about public sex. We have the beach being mentioned multiple times. You get sand in places.
Didn't you do that, Thor? And you, Emily?
Yeah.
Haven't you been done beach stuff?
I had sex in Maui
Okay.
on the beach. Well, I was pregnant, by the way.
Okay, that made it
Gross.
weird.
I'm sorry.
Feelings. That made it weird.
I know you
feelings.
like beach restrooms. That's one of your
Yeah,
hot
that
spots.
we know.
I've done that
the
before.
PB restaurant.
No, it was Mission Beach. It was
Mission
right by the
Beach.
roll.
Oh, yeah, even
right by the
better.
main lifeguard tower,
Yeah,
right
you
there.
probably cleaned up the mess.
I knew there was a weird smell for days.
Hey!
Oh my god!
There was a weird smell for days.
Now your Maui experience, was it okay, or was there
fine. We put
sand?
a towel down.
Oh, towel.
Yeah, and it
Okay.
wasn't really wild or crazy.
So okay, yeah.
So it went well.
With Robert?
Yes, with Robert. I was
Okay.
pregnant
Well,
with his
I mean,
baby.
I'm just checking.
Oh, I just fucked some random
I
guy
don't
on the
know.
beach
I
in
don't
Maui
know.
while I
I'm
was
just
pregnant.
checking.
I don't know. You're having threesomes left
Yeah,
and
who
right.
knows?
I mean, what?
Yeah, I
It
don't know.
wasn't love.
Fucking sex and
It's just
storage
that-
units. I don't know.
That wasn't me.
Just asking?
They also mention a park, a public park. They say
Just be careful, because if it's near any children, you will get put on the
Sex
sex
offenders.
offenders list if you get caught.
Yeah,
Whoops.
they bring
So
that
I
up.
wouldn't do that.
Bugs,
No.
dirt, and yes, minors. They say.
That is
Gyms,
a
not
risk.
a good idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
That is a risk.
that's
Okay.
bad.
If you pee in a park and there's minors around, you get put on the sex offender list.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Why do you
exposure.
know that?
Yeah.
done
I saw it in a movie.
Oh.
I haven't done it.
Oh,
I saw
sorry.
it
You
in a
really
movie.
know a lot about this.
What's what movie? It was like a Paul Rudd movie or something.
Uh-oh.
And he has to register as a sex offender because he peed in a park.
I don't know if that's real life though.
No, but no, I think that's true.
Okay,
If you
okay.
exposure.
It happened to Paul Rudd. in
Sounds
that
like a
one.
documentary.
Yeah, definitely.
Is it
Food.
role models?
It may have been role models.
I don't know.
Food brought up multiple times of
that's the
sex
worst.
fantasies people would never try
I get
again.
heartburn. Every
So
time.
you don't have to really eat it. I mean,
Well, you
you lick off whipped cream.
And
you're
then
gonna
it
get
gives me heartburn.
Whipped
Yes.
cream?
That
Oh,
fast?
yes.
Oh, man.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you're sensitive. So we
You
got
ever do like Costanza and have a sub, in the
I
drawer
told
next to
Haley
your bed?
recently. I told Haley recently I wanted to have her make me a sandwich and we can have sex because she makes a really good sandwich.
I mean,
What, do you eat the sandwich then have sex?
Yeah, no, we had. I did
During
sandwich during
sex.
sex.
during sex.
was
Yeah.
she into it?
She said. Why not?
Okay, well, that's a little
She'll
odd.
really do most things that I ask.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
kind of sandwich?
Except for threesomes. What?
What kind of sandwich would you
Turkey
prefer?
club.
You're going
Oh,
turkey
really?
club
Not like a
during sex.
meatball or something like
No,
that?
too messy.
Too messy?
I don't want to
Messy.
get sauce
So
on her.
a couple licks of whipped cream, horrible heartburn.
Yeah.
Yes.
A fucking turkey club, you're fine.
The whipped cream has too much dairy.
Okay.
Turkey
else
club was
going
just
on?
one piece of cheese. I'll be fine.
Okay.
No
Well,
bacon though. I don't need the bacon.
It's not really a club.
Well, I don't need the crumble. All right, then turkey. How about just a turkey and cheese with lettuce, tomato, and onion? Mayo and mustard
Onion?
on sourdough.
One of the most unsexy things.
yeah!
You're going to have
Oh, no.
on
onion breath?
sourdough.
Okay. Wow.
oh yeah, that's I don't
weird.
get that. Okay. Well, in the food and things that normally aren't in the bedroom that people say to avoid, chocolate syrup.
Yes, heartburn.
Too messy.
Yeah.
No, it's just
Oh.
you're gonna stain things.
Yep.
So sticky.
Yeah, very sticky.
Honey, people
Yeah.
have tried.
Honey.
Jello was mentioned with no real explanation.
Well, there's
of
one
how
man that
that's
did that
used.
for a long time, and he's in
Jello pudding.
Oh,
He's
a
in
little bit of
jail
Jello
now.
pudding.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
and then outside of food, things people do not suggest in the bed are rose petals. I've done that one. That does.
What's wrong with that?
Rose petals.
Because
Don't they,
they'll,
like, stain
they'll
on your
actually
back or
stain.
whatever?
Like,
Oh.
so they'll stain your sheets, they'll stain your
Who
skin.
put rose petals out
Yeah.
for you?
It was like
There's
when we
no
were
way the
first
boo did that.
together.
Who did
Oh,
that?
like
There's no way.
like I'm talking like 30 years ago. It
That's
was like I think
insane.
my birthday or something.
Wow.
Yeah, and also glitter is something that people do
Ew.
not.
That's weird. I associate
recommend.
glitter with like little kids. Whenever I see women wearing glitter, it freaks me out, man.
It freaks you
Like-
out.
yeah.
And the final sex fantasy that was mentioned multiple times in this thread is joining the Mile High Club.
Oh,
They
I've been
say
there.
it is
No, well, you
no,
tried
you
to. You
haven't.
didn't
No,
really
I've
accomplish
been there.
it.
I just
been
didn't
You
finish.
never really accomplished
But no,
it.
I've been there, done
No.
that.
You tried to
No,
do it.
there was
there.
no
Never really.
intercourse,
Been
so it
there,
doesn't.
done
It
that.
doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Now I'm shocked that like
What?
any kind of S&M play is not on
Yeah.
here because that can go really badly too.
go bad.
Maybe you kick your husband in the nards and you're like, oh, and then he starts calling you a mistress.
There's other ways to inflict pain.
I'm just saying that
Yeah.
that could go badly really quickly.
Big time.
Yeah, they're early on. I am not a mistress, for the record. I am
No,
not
no, oh,
into.
you. Oh, I forgot that
I'm
you
not
were.
into
You
S&M.
stuck your hand on your husband's nut.
That happened.
And you were like,
I don't think that
and
makes
you
you
thought you were
professional.
cool
You were
about it.
proud.
I,
of
I,
it.
well,
you were
I-
kind
I-
of proud of it.
That was definitely me going out of my comfort zone
Yeah.
for him. But I have also learned under, maybe the things to let people know that, yes, if you are squeezing the boys a little bit, just make sure those nails aren't too long.
Oh!
Because
you
that
squeezing?
can,
Remember she has that weird reverse move where she like
Oh,
reaches
yeah.
behind her and grabs what she calls the boys.
the boys, both of them.
Yeah,
both of them.
nails are no fun.
Yeah,
man.
so I highly recommend trimming those if you're gonna,
Do you think when Sky's having sex, her dirty,
Okay, don't start doing this. We're not doing this right now.
dirty talk to the boo is you?
You can't even get it out.
Sorry, her dirty talk. Damn it! Her dirty talk to the boo is. You want me to grab the boys, bro?
Bro,
You're so dumb.
He's dying.
Like you really cracked yourself up there.
He's really dying over there.
Really let that
I'm
one.
sorry.